everyone, and welcome back to the Davis Manor. I'm Brittany, and today I'm going to be putting some animatronics together that I've gotten. Well, I got one a couple months ago with Spirit Halloween. I don't know if they just like restocked her or what, but she was available last year and I didn't get her. And I decided that, okay, I've been thinking about her, so I'm gonna get her. So I got her, and then I'm also gonna film a part 2 where I have another animatronic that I'm gonna put together, and I'll tell you more about that one in a second. This one is the Dark Princess, and if you saw her last year, she is like a jump scare. And if you know anything about me and the type of animatronics that I like, well, I like all animatronics, but I really do love a good jump scare. So anyway, we're just gonna cut to the chase here and put this one together, and then I will stop filming and film the part 2 of the other animatronic that I got. So let's go ahead and get into this. She's a jump scare, like I was saying. So with jump scares, I feel like, because we put a haunted house in our basement, and I'll put a video in the description box so you can see what the haunted house in our basement kind of looks like. But I love a good jump scare down there. So let's just go ahead and put this thing together. Okay, well, I already freaking messed this one up, but I can't get it undone to fix it. So I'm just gonna see if my little mistake that I did is going to really cause a problem. I'm just gonna keep putting it together. So let me show you what I did. It's so dumb. Like, the directions sometimes make no freaking sense. So I put this in, and it says to ensure that the grooves are in, and then you twist it to lock it into place. So I found the grooves, I put it in, and I try to twist it to lock it into place, but apparently I put it in backwards. So the grooves fit, you could fit 2 ways with the grooves, and I am 50-50 shot of getting it right, and I got it wrong. So, and I can't freaking get it back out. So I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just have to keep putting it together because it's jammed in there. Yeah. I really messed up. Ugh, it's so frustrating. Anyway, I'm already getting over this crap. I'm already over it, so we're just gonna keep going. I'm thinking for her, maybe like in a graveyard setting. I think that would look really spooky. And just her kind of like behind a tombstone and then just popping out. She doesn't jump too high, but just enough. And then her sounds are really creepy. So I think that would be a good little spot for her. Plus, I don't want people walking by her because, like, to the sides, because her little wings are kind of, like, they have, like, this sharp kind of edge. I don't want anybody losing an eye, so as long as nobody's going to the side of her, we'll jump out behind, like, a tombstone, which I have a pretty big tombstone I might be able to use and, like, maybe set her up on a chair like this. That might be good. So anyway, that's kind of the idea that I have for her in my haunted house. Okay, so that one was a lot harder to put together than what I thought, only because of that one issue. So if you get Dark Princess from Spirit Halloween, just be sure that you're paying attention to which groove it's going in so you can twist it the right way. It seems to be working fine. It does have a little bit of a clicky noise whenever it resets, but it's probably due to me messing that up. But anyway, that's Dark Princess from Spirit Halloween. She's finally put together. I think she'll be great in my haunted house. So anyway, that'll be it for today's video. I will be putting together my part 2 other Spirit Halloween animatronic. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Davis Manor. I'm Brittany, and today this is going to be part 2 of my animatronic put together sort of series. I just made this series up. It's not a real thing. I put together Dark Princess in the last video that you saw. So today I'm going to be putting together a new animatronic, the Nun from Spirit Halloween. When me and my husband saw the Spirit Halloween drop and we watched the little like video that they posted, we're both watching it. We're about to pick up like food and we were getting something to go and we were waiting in the car for it to get done. And we're watching it, and when the Nun showed up on screen, we were both like, the Nun! So I went inside to get the food, and in that time of me walking in, paying, grabbing my food and coming back, I get back in the car and he's like, I bought it. So whatever. I'm not mad about it, but I have it here. This box is huge. So let's unbox it. Hopefully it goes smoother than Dark Princess. Had a little bit of a hiccup there, so hopefully we can get this one together without any issues. This one looks much larger, much more elaborate, so hopefully we can do it. Let's take a sip of coffee and let's get started. Okay, here's the box. It's pretty big and it's pretty heavy, so, well, this is the box it shipped in. This is obviously not the animatronic box, but we'll see that here in a second. Oh yeah. She is so creepy. Let me show you a little close-up of the box. Oh yeah. Oh, hi honeys. We're 5 feet tall. I don't know how to pronounce that. Valak, I think. Head lifts up and arms open outward. Plays eerie bell chimes, creaking door, and screaming noises. Quickly lunges forward and extends. So, we've been wanting something like this for a couple years. We saw one very similar to this from a different company. It was like a couple $1,000s and we were wanting to save up for it, but I think this one will be good for now until we get to that point, maybe. Pumpkins, hi. So let's put it together and see what she does. Let's pretend that one day my camera battery won't die. One day. I need to get a second one just so when this happens, I'll have a backup. But anyway, I'm getting you set up on my phone. So give me 1 second and we'll be right back to it. But just so that you are aware, I'm using my phone, so the quality or sound might be a little different. So that's why I'm letting you know. Note to self, don't throw away the cotter pins. There's no IR sensor. I've looked everywhere. I'm like, did it fall out? It's supposed to be attached here. I checked on the directions and it's not like its own part. It's supposed to be a part of this. So I'm just double checking that I didn't miss it somewhere. I'm sure it's like, see if it's in the arms or something. What the heck? All right, well, I guess I'm gonna call the zombie squad or whatever it's called, the tech squad. So let me use my phone to do that. Hold on. They're closed right now, but I can call probably in like 2 hours and see if they can just send me an IR sensor. Of course. It's always something. But anyway, she's looking pretty spooky. I can get the rest of her little costume on, but then we can't see what she does until I get that IR sensor. I don't know if I could take it off an old one. Maybe I can. Hold on. I'll see if I can get this other IR sensor to work. I'm guessing they're all the same. So let me just see. I guess in the meantime we can get her all put back together here. Oh. Never mind. I found it. It was like Velcroed back here, like up under, but I couldn't see. So, okay, false alarm, we've got it. And it was not the same IR sensor, or at least it didn't look the same. So I guess it's a good thing I didn't try it. All buttoned and secured. And let's see what she does. And also it comes with like 4 sandbags. So I'm gonna have to like stand back and watch and then just rewatch the video. So I can't be up here getting a full view of what she's doing because I'm gonna stand on her little platform so she doesn't tip forward. So, okay, let me get you in place. I'm gonna plug her in and we're gonna see what she does. I thought that was pretty cool. Let's try it again. All right, I put a weight on there so I can see what she does from my end. Okay, let's watch. Oh. That is really scary, actually. That's gonna be so cool in my haunted house. Okay, overall, much easier to put together than the Dark Princess, which is funny because the nun is much larger, much more elaborate, but it was so much easier. I didn't really have any issues except whenever I couldn't find the IR sensor, which was fine. It was totally my fault. I think she's really, really cool. She's really scary and she'll be fun. So if you know, I mean, I'll put in the description box some videos of my haunted houses that we've done in the past, but we have one from Spirit called Emmeline. And Emmeline does like a lunging forward as well. It lunges much further than this one, but I think having this one in a, I almost said cute, in a spooky little setting, like last year we have like a little area where we've got like Nosferatu, the lady that like, I can't think of her name, animatronic, she like cracks her neck. And then what else do we have in there? We have a couple like dungeon looking animatronics, but I think we could kind of fit her in this sort of same theme. And I don't really want to make it too like churchy, but I do want to make it like dark dungeon, scary. We might have some crosses in there. I don't know, just to, I guess that would make it churchy. I don't know what the vibe I'm going with this yet. But I think if we could like tuck her in like a corner and have her lunge forward, that would be such a fun jump scare. So definitely excited to be using her this year for our haunted house. So anyway, that's going to be it for today's video. Thanks so much for hanging out with me and putting this nun together. Let me know in the comments if you have this one or if you've had your eyes on it. I know I was talking to some friends on Instagram about the big box on the back, which, yeah, it is kind of a, you know, an eyesore, but if you have it tucked in, you know, away, then I think it'll be fine. Plus, it kind of offers like a little bit of space underneath where if you have like some electrical like stuff that you need to like kind of hide, like this isn't going to be in the way. It's not going to get tangled in with her like movement. So it's fine. And you could like maybe even put like a fog machine down there as long as it's far enough away where it's not gonna, you know, because the fog machines do get kind of hot. I don't know. I could think about a million things and I don't want to waste all your time. So we'll get to that later, but I'm sure that there's some space under there that you could utilize for whatever you're doing in your haunted house or for your house for Halloween or whatever. Anyway, enough yapping over here. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you all in the next one.